Hello, this is Larry Russ, former keyboardist and vocalist for the classic rock band Iron Butterfly, and I'm hanging out rocking with Seattle Wave Radio.
Hi everyone, welcome to Wavelength on Seattle Wave Radio. My name is Lisa and I am your host. Today we'll be talking to Andrew, Keith, and Justin from Service Animal, so let's get this show going.
Start beating, then they stop. I am losing feeling, but I keep it on the down low. Been here way too long, wasting away. Gotta pay my chest, kept me up all night, expecting the worst, but today it's alright. Never had any plans that could put up a fight. Crippled and scared, I'm afraid of sunlight. Devil's within me, yeah. Devil's within me, yeah. Devil's within me, yeah. Nothing to see here, man. Internal bleeding is such a blast. Self-deprecating, obsessed with the past. Been here way too long. Take me away. I gotta pay my chest, kept me up all night, expecting the worst, but today it's alright. Never had any plans that could put up a fight. Crippled and scared, and I'm afraid of sunlight. Devil's within me, yeah. Devil's within me, yeah. Devil's within me, yeah. Nothing to see here, man. Devil's within me, yeah. Devil's within me, yeah. Devil's within me, yeah. Nothing to see here, man.
You guys just heard Heart Start Beating by Service Animal. What a great song, and thank you guys all for coming today.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And I wanted to start out by asking you guys, you guys all have combined 3 decades of music experience.
It's more than that at this point. Like,
Yeah,
Have you done
between-
the math?
15
Did you add
decades.
it up and that's what it came
Well, I've
to?
been playing for at least 20 years, so that's
I got
fun.
57.
All
I think
right,
is
so
what it was.
we're looking at 126
Yeah.
Is what it is.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
years, because that whole comment on the bio is more of a spin. Like, we've all been playing collectively, like not like that long, 30 years straight, but like
Yeah.
between us,
Yeah.
we have this. So it's deceptive math. That's what it is. We have a lot of
Do you
experience.
call it fuzzy math?
Fuzzy math. Yeah, it's a long time.
English
Okay.
major math. There you go.
Well, how have those experiences shaped you guys as musicians today?
I think in my case, it's probably just the number of genres I've gotten to cover. Just because over time, I think I started around the time Nirvana was big in Seattle, so I did grunge, and then I got into punk, and then when I was in college, I was in a Motown band, and then
I didn't know that.
yeah, and then I did metal bands for a while, and now kind of more of an indie rock thing. So it's just that amount of time lets you do different things. Yeah.
For me, playing that long just means that I don't suck when I play now. That's kind of what I aim for.
Yep.
Well, you can think that. Yeah.
I think that I try to. I mean, I don't know what your all's opinions are.
Yeah, mine just, I started playing drums in middle school and got lucky enough to where I was good enough to where I could actually take real classes, so it was easy A's, so I just kept on beating on shit forever. And so, yeah, it just playing, and then eventually getting in a band that's awesome helps a lot too, so experience-wise. So,
For sure.
we've all been in a few of them, this one being the best.
Oh, agreed.
Better be, soon.
Well, I kind of wanted to talk about that. You guys just got together at the beginning of 2012. How did that come about?
That started with them.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's our fault. Let's see. Well, we were in a band together for a few years, actually. And that would be Keith, myself, and Jordan, who's not here because he's snowshoeing. Yes.
What is snowshoeing?
We
Don't ask.
Okay,
It's
I don't
code
wanna know.
for inappropriate.
Yeah,
behavior.
so we were
That's
in a-
something Northwestern. All right.
We were in kind of a similar vibe band for 3 years called the Shining Skulls, and it kind of ran its course. And we decided that three of us still really wanted to work together, and so I was in the process of building a studio, so we just kind of were able to hit the ground running with a lot of the stuff we still had. And, it's really good when you have some people that have been working together for a while, because you don't need to do your baby steps all over again. And
Yeah.
Justin, Jazz Hands, came in and joined us.
Yeah, you kind of get used to me.
fairly
Yeah.
recently.
Well, it was really easy with Justin too, because when the three of us were playing right after that old band, like there was only a certain point we'd get to before we started kind of sounding like the old band, and that's not what we necessarily wanted to do. And Andrew being the main songwriter, we had our core down, and when we started auditioning people, we didn't expect to get somebody that could actually jump in and like catch up really damn quick, which he did.
Very nice.
And that sound, when we discussed before this, we're starting to hear that service animal sound, and Justin played a big part in that too. So it's pretty cool.
Very nice.
He's our musical guide dog.
Yes.
And where did that name come from? It was really
Service
nice.
animal?
Yeah.
Didn't we?
It was on a sign.
We forgot to-
I've seen it a lot around town, especially since I'm living near a service, like a center for the blind.
Yeah.
Oh,
So there's
okay.
signs all over the place down where I am, and so I think it just kind of entered my collective conscious.
Yeah.
And when we were thinking of other band names, that one just kind of came to the fore. So.
Yeah, the cool thing about it is that I'm a big internet nerd, and I don't think that there's been a band in the history of rock and roll on the planet that's used that name, which really
That's hard
surprised
to
me.
find.
Yeah.
I searched everywhere, and I couldn't find it. So I'm like, one, that's cool. And I mean, I think we just, like you said, you came up with it kind of just subconsciously, but if you think about it too hard, you can actually read a lot into that, the whole service animal concept as politically or romantically or just general comedically. So it has a lot of functions other than just being a stupid band name that's
Yeah, I've never
hard
really
to search
thought
for.
that hard about it.
See, that's why I'm here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's, man, I learned something today.
Our last band name, everyone thought it was a metal band, even though we were like indie
Shining
pop rock.
Skulls.
Yeah, and so I literally tried to give
I could see
CDs to
that.
people and be like, I don't listen to that kind of music. And I'm like, what are you talking about? This
Well,
is
I saw the cover too, and it was like this creature thing.
Yeah, our
with
logo
its
was like
fingers all
15,000
outspread.
thorns from a tree,
Yeah,
and you
it was
couldn't read
very
it.
subtle.
Yeah.
And an important lesson, though, for musicians is do not have a misleading band name unless you really don't care at all.
And as a metalhead, I was very offended by that because it doesn't sound metal at all. It was everybody's uneducated opinion, but that's fine because who am I?
But we're service animal now. So
We're
who
service
cares?
animals, so try to find us on the internet. I dare you.
Yeah, it's people's misconceptions.
Yeah.
Because I would, if I heard Shining Skulls, I would even make that assumption.
Yeah, so that's fine. I had to bow under the pressure of reality. That's
But
fine.
I still would have listened to it.
That's right, you would have.
I've been like,
You're
oh,
open-minded.
Right?
yeah, of course. And you guys, for only being together for a year, you guys have done so much.
Mm-hmm.
And I read that you guys were voted number 2 and the 5 trendiest songs, and I believe that was on undergroundmusic.com.
That sounds right.
Yeah, that was one of the functions that I have in the band is we make music, and it's really fun to do. We enjoy it, and to get any kind of fan base, you have to go out and play, but it's really hard to get people to listen to you nowadays.
Yeah, so Keith actually goes out and he grabs people as they're coming out of studios and
You force them.
shakes the
Headphones and a knife. That's all I need.
Right? We're number 2. How about number 1?
So my valid opinion is that the internet is where it's at. Obviously, we're doing this thing. So undergroundmusic.fm is just one of the many kind of indie, not so much indie rock, but just independent sites that are coming out to help independent bands, because the music industry is kind of dying. There's no money out there. And so every band that's out there, they really are doing it themselves. And so places like that, or sites like that, really just open up the doorways for people to put their music on there, and we're getting a really good response. I put our name out there, different websites, the Reverb Nation and Facebook, stuff like that.
Yeah.
People found us, and they want us to give them our music. And very quickly, when we put it up there, people responded really well. And it's one of those things where you click on it, you listen to it, and it kind of votes it up, and then you give thumbs up, and you tell your friends, and all of a sudden we were trending as one of the top indie spots. And there's a lot of music on there, so it was very rewarding to see happen.
Yeah, I mean, I thought it was very exciting for being only a year, into it.
It's me clicking on it like 16 times every hour. That's what it is.
Reloading the browser.
That's right.
Hey, can I hire you to,
I'll do
promote me?
it. I love it. I'll get on like 15 networks and just make your hits go crazy.
It's amazing how much work you can spend on the ground, putting signs up and handing things out, and it's so much more work than just doing stuff online. I mean, obviously, you put in a lot of work.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to shortchange you, but it's,
How dare
it's
you.
a great way to reach a lot of people very quickly.
Yeah. For outside of Seattle, like locally, the thing to do is still, you play gigs and you try to network. But if we're going to get if any band's going to get any kind of success, quote unquote, you have to reach out to the world, and the internet makes it so easy that we have a huge fan base outside of Seattle.
Yes.
Inside, not so much.
And I think social media in itself can be a full-time job. Keeping up with Facebook and Twitter and all those other sites out there that you have to on a daily basis.
Yeah.
People expect that if they want.
Absolutely. Well, that's what I was explaining to them.
Where'd you say?
Because they were like, we have a website? What? No, and the thing that's good about the past year or two is these social media websites have actually started working together a lot. So as right now, we have 17 or 18 different social media portals, but through, God bless them, Facebook, we can do one thing and it propagates everywhere.
Yeah.
And so that's the thing that has made it good for bands nowadays to basically do what a record label did for promotion, without money, of course, is make it so you have a central hub wherever you choose it to be, and then you send your stuff out and it goes everywhere. And so, it's pretty awesome. So your comment about the hours put in, not so much. It's really, it's like 15 minutes. And we're done. Yeah.
See, I imagine you just sitting there for 5 hours, with cans of Red Bull.
Well,
Me too.
Yes, that's exactly what I did.
He actually sits at the center of a Red Bull centrifuge.
Oh, nice.
Just social networking.
An IV. An IV.
Yeah. That's one of those beer hats.
Oh,
Red
beer
Bull.
hat.
Gives us something to do.
unique sound. And how would you guys describe your sound to people?
Viking metal? Is that it?
You're
Satanic
you're
Viking
looking at my
metal.
T-shirt.
I am, yeah.
It's like, oh.
No, I'm
I like
indie, alternative,
Jello shots.
jello shot, accordion.
I'm not a big believer in genres. It's kind of hard to describe. It's
rock music.
Yeah, it's rock music. It's got some electronica in there, and I think there's a lot of different sounds within that one record that we have. And we try to cover a lot of bases, so it's somewhere in the alternative indie, electro rock sort of.
That's where our response comes
atmosphere,
from.
but we have a hard time categorizing ourselves. Maybe we just don't want to limit ourselves.
Well, it
Dance
goes.
pop.
Yeah.
It goes back to the question about like our influences and us playing. Is that's the one thing about the new record, that we literally are playing songs from every genre we've ever listened to. And and you said you listened to it, it jumps from one vibe to the next very easily. And that's one of the feedback that I've gotten from people in the industry that have heard it. That it's good and bad. It's like you could literally be listening to it and then think you're listening to another band all of a sudden, because we have multiple
They didn't know where to
singers
put
and
it.
a genre,
two singers.
which is great for us, because that's what we're doing. We're making music to make it and have fun. So it makes it a little bit difficult to pigeonhole it, but we don't care because we're artists.
Exactly.
I find each song is pretty stylistically consistent. It's
Yeah.
not this
Yeah.
jungle sort of thing where it's just jumping around all over the place.
Structurally, we're awesome. It's just you can't nail us down because
Well, and I think that's a good thing.
Yeah.
Like I said, you guys have a very unique sound.
It's fun.
It's because we're
great.
artists. That's true. We're really deep,
that's right.
intellectual.
That's right. I'm gonna kiss you on the mouth.
And I did want to congratulate you guys on your new release, the Gravity Bear demonstration.
Thank you.
And like you said, I listened to it. It was absolutely wonderful. Anyone listening, you have to go and get the CD. Yes, most definitely.
Or we'll give it to you for free. It's fine.
Probably.
Thank you very much. That's awesome.
Thank you.
Yeah, definitely.
And was there any underlying inspiration for any of the songs?
Hatred.
Hatred?
There's love for me.
General
Everything
apathy.
I'm playing on.
Can you
there's
have
love.
general apathy and hatred, or is that contradictory? Contradictory.
I don't-
Yeah, I think
don't know.
I've loved and hated someone.
Okay,
at the same
see?
time.
Oh,
She
but
gets it.
that's not apathy though.
Don't ruin it.
How would you get that in there?
I don't know.
Well,
What do you think?
I think, in a sense, there's a little bit of an element of freedom involved, starting over with a new project where we just got to put a lot of stuff down. And I think we recorded and wrote, or I should say wrote and then recorded most of the stuff in around a month, to be honest, like right when we were really starting. So it came together really quick, and I think it was just the inspiration of being, completely starting over again with a new band, totally new songs, and not having to have the weight of expectations on it. So I think, in a sense of just getting to play around and do whatever you want to do. And, I think the more you kind of get deep into something, the harder it gets. So I think it was just kind of a careless freedom sort of. There's a fair degree of apathy in there.
Well, that's the previous band we were in was definitely a good one, and we made some great music. But like you mentioned, it was more structured. It was a lot more serious, and we really just had our heads to the ground, just like we were constantly stressing out about how good it was and where is it going to appeal, and we got to play gigs and do this and that and everything else, and it got very oppressive.
Yeah, where it'd take like a year to record a song, and now it's like we can put something out in a few days.
And that really shows in the music, where the best way I've kind of described it to people is kind of like a melancholy giddiness. It's like there's definitely, Andrew's kind of has a dark writing style to him, but it's with a giggle and a smile. And that really, with being, hands off and just do whatever without any expectation, we're making better music now than we ever have. So, yeah. That's awesome.
I like those old songs. So.
They're
Obviously,
good.
I had nothing
No.
to do with
Don't
writing
get me
them or
wrong.
playing them or anything, but it's cool stuff.
We're going to rewrite them all.
Yeah.
Do them all.
Well, we're working on a second record right now, and we got you in on that.
Oh, very
one, so,
cool.
Yes.
Very,
I
very
think
cool.
we've already got 4 or 5 songs tracked for that.
Yeah.
Something like that. That sounds right.
Because that was the goal, like you mentioned before, is that we're just going to make music until we can't.
Yeah.
And so we put out this record, and he already has 25 songs or 25 riffs and 5 full songs ready to go, because that's just what we're going to do. We're just going to hit the ground running, and we'll put out a release and put it out there for people to chew on, and then by the time they're getting bored of it, we'll have another awesome release to give you.
Oh, that's
And then we'll come back
incredible.
here and we'll talk to you every month.
I would love that.
Every
You're
month.
releasing
I would
them.
love
And when you're off at huge radio stations doing interviews, we'll come there too.
Yes.
Remember that.
Mhm.
All right.
And Andrew, do you write all the lyrics, or is it a collective?
Jordan writes.
Yeah, Jordan, I typically
Okay.
come up with melodies and maybe some lyrical themes.
Okay.
And sometimes Jordan actually just writes his own thing from the ground up as well. So we kind of trade off. Typically, we figure out sort of what vibe a song has and who's going to be better suited for it, singing wise, and then that person just kind of runs with it, wherever they want to take it.
Yeah.
And it's kind of funny though, because we can have a song that starts out, and maybe somebody writes it, and then the other person does the lyrics, and it turns out completely differently. Than what the first person
changes
thought.
the vibe.
Yeah, it totally changes the vibe. So we just kind of let it just happen.
Well, and so maybe you can't answer this, but I really like the song "Some Kind of Love."
Mm-hmm.
Was that about a specific person?
Maybe.
Okay.
Andrew.
You can answer it. Nice.
I might be getting married this summer.
Oh, congratulations.
Thank you very much. Yes, I wrote that song about my fiance. So,
Aww.
yeah, I think it's the first full-on love song I ever really put together that I was satisfied enough with releasing. So I'm very happy, and she loves it a lot too. So it's a fun song to play live.
Yeah.
Well, that'd be horrible if you wrote it and she was just like, "This song is terrible." Like, I can't believe you wrote this for me.
The funniest thing too, she was kind of hinting that she wanted me to write some songs maybe about her, and then it just came out within 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And I put together a demo for it, and so I was like, "Oh, that was a lot easier than I thought it was going to be."
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
I have a strict no writing songs about people policy.
Typically, I would observe that.
Yeah.
It's probably a good idea.
And I don't want to stereotype, but I think most women, that's one of their fantasies, to have a guy singing about them on stage. I know it's one of mine.
There's 2 on the record that are about.
Oh.
So if you can guess the other one, we'll give you a free CD. Or well, you already did. Never mind. We'll give you 2.
You give me 2.
If you can guess the other one,
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Let me
think about it.
Let me think about it. I'll think about it.
Wait, that is on the. Yeah, there is another
I
one.
don't
Okay,
know
that's
which
it.
other one it is.
You're fired.
I am fired. Dude, I fail at life.
It's kind of hard to get.
No, I have a guess.
It's
I have
the
a
one
guess.
that's-
Do I get a free CD? If
Yes,
I guess it?
you can. You
Nice.
can. Yeah.
I already got a
What do you
stack
think
of
it
them,
is?
but I think it's Silver Soul.
All right. Well, don't tell her.
Okay, it's not Silver Soul.
Okay.
I guess that would make sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. And who was that about?
Should we say?
Jordan's snowshoeing partner.
Our bass player has one of the.
We get to give him a hard time because he's not here.
I'll get. Yeah, Jordan has one of the coolest significant others on the planet, and it's about her. She's a very amazing woman, and so we were very proud to make that song because the energy definitely has her in there too.
Yeah, it's kind of weird though because I sing half of it.
Yeah, well, it's kind of dirty.
Oh,
We're kind of
that's
dirty.
not-
We're dirty.
That's creepy.
We're family. Families
Sure.
frack.
No.
You had to get it in there. So
Yeah.
Nice.
Feels just like some kind of love. Seems just like some kind of love. Were you stolen to sea by inanimate waves? I am wringing my hands. Are you keeping the faith? I can't pull you inside, but I'll save you a space. I really need to see your face. Some kind of love. Some kind of love. If the halt in your voice is the doubt in my ears, well, we still have a choice, and the answer is near. It's drilled into your brain that summer falls to winter, but everything keeps telling me that we will last forever, ever. Some kind of some kind of
All right, and I, of course, want to talk about your guys' upcoming shows. And I saw that you guys are going to be playing at the Hard Rock
Rising, yes.
for the Battle of the Bands.
Do we have a date?
You can take that.
We're working on it.
There are 4 dates that are coming up. I'm taking full credit for this because I'm the one that. We are. Basically, ReverbNation.com had a contest with the Hard Rock Cafe globally, and every city that has a Hard Rock, basically through Reverb Nation, it was a big ad campaign to get people to join, which is great because it benefits us. And all I did was to say, I want to do it, and I had no expectation of getting in because there are a ton of bands in Seattle, and I'd say at least 25% are okay. And and so I didn't expect that, because basically the way the voting worked is you put up your little banner and you have your fans download a song, and we have a lot of friends and family that voted, and so we're going to be playing, and the cool thing about it is the Hard Rock's you have to. It's not pay to play, but it's harder to get into as opposed to other music venues.
Oh yeah.
And so we're gonna be playing with some decent bands and get some press, and it'll be fun. Yeah. And they're shorter sets, but and the dates.
It's gonna be some Thursday.
It's 4 Thursdays in March is the qualifying rounds, and then whoever wins each one of those goes to play another gig in April against each other, and then whoever wins that goes on to compete against butt rock bands from Los Angeles.
Finland.
Finland, yeah. So it basically, all the major cities come together. So if we were to win, we will travel someplace and we'll rock it there too. So it's very exciting. It's very exciting.
And is it judges who vote? Is it the audience that votes?
Yeah, it's judges.
Yeah, it's legitimately judges.
We were very relieved about that too. 'Cause I don't think Hard Rock's the place we'd normally play. No offense to Hard Rock. But I don't think it's generally our scene, and so it's right in the middle of downtown. So I think we're very relieved that it's going to be judged based on other factors as opposed to just being a pure popularity contest.
Yeah. So I think they broke it down very specifically. Like there's industry judges, like record label and bloggers and radio people, and it's like 40% musicianship. Like you have to know what the hell you're doing, and then 20% is stage presence, and 20% is your outfit, and
I've got that.
Is your schlong hanging out? And then 10% of it is we'll listen to your fan base because you could rally your high school and you could suck and you're going to win if they scream loud enough. So that's a small percent. Not saying that they're going to do that, but it's a legitimate battle of the bands. So what I thought was going to be just a ad campaign for Facebook lights, it could rocket us into fame and fortune, and it will.
I want to come.
You should.
Yeah, I would love to.
I would. We love
as
that.
As soon as we know what dates we're playing, we will.
And of course, you can always go on the website and look up all our gigs.
Yeah, I'm sure we'll plug.
We have a website.
We have a website.
What, Andrew?
Yes, Keith built a website, and we've had it for almost 6.
Do you want to tell her?
No, we've had it over
the
6
story?
months.
Sure.
This is a great story.
So I'm gonna complain a little bit.
Yeah.
All right. Let's hear it.
So
Keith puts all this.
So I haven't complained yet because I understand they're very busy.
But do it on record now.
Douchebags. So Andrew writes music constantly, right?
I am a douchebag.
He's very busy. Okay, Justin is very busy. So I get this, but I, as the drummer, my role comes in kind of later with the songwriting process. So I thought it would be a good idea to do everything else to get us out into the world. With social media, you probably know as a media person, there's so much to do, like we talked about earlier. So literally for 4 or 5 months, we set up a website, Facebook, and the Twitter, and everything. Blah blah blah. Well, these jackholes can't bother to read an email with my stick block. It had serviceanimalmusic.com in there for 4 months. And so, but this is great because it doesn't matter. We're writing the music and then people are hearing it. So that was the point. So we did another radio interview, about a month ago or so?
Down in Tacoma,
And one of the biggest things they were impressed with was, oh my God, you guys have an amazing website. And they were just like, oh my God. And they
I'm sitting there thinking like,
he's thinking about the Facebook
I thought they were talking about our Facebook page. I had no idea this website existed. So I'm just like, wow, these guys, they don't know about Facebook and how easy it is.
And
this is kind of retarded.
So they looked at me, and so I start going off, and they're just looking like, what the hell is going on?
So we don't have a website.
So we get done, and we get home, or to his home with the studio, and we're all talking about how cool it is, and we go to listen to the interview, and they start mentioning the website URL. So this jackhole goes, and he's like, oh my God. And he looks to me and he goes, I'm so sorry. I didn't realize how much work you fracking put into this. And I literally am thinking to myself, this is a good opportunity for me to make these guys feel like total dog shit.
And you did.
And I didn't.
Yeah.
I didn't.
No,
not until right now.
Yes.
Am I leveraging how much
That
you
is
hurt
hilarious.
me?
You guys have no idea.
Yeah.
Oh, specifically Andrew.
Okay.
I'm throwing
No,
you
that's
under
true.
the
That's
bus.
true.
Yeah, do it.
Justin.
Yeah.
Okay.
Justin did know
He
because
knew,
he
okay.
reads my emails.
And then so I tried
love you,
to.
Pete.
I did a search of my Gmail because I was like, I've never seen this website. And so many results came up in my Gmail from like emails I'd received for like 9
awesome.
months. It was just like page after page. It was like 185.
He bought me a present. It was very nice.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. No, it wasn't that big of a deal. I'm going to make it into a big deal for entertainment's sake. But I was hurt. I was extremely hurt, and I almost quit, which tends to be my habit. When I get hurt, I quit.
We're sorry.
I'm
That's
out
right.
here.
Screw you guys. I'm going to go work for her. She's more fun. She actually listened to the CD. You guys didn't even listen to it. Wait.
I haven't heard it. I don't know the songs.
Oh,
I don't know. I forgot.
Oh, I can play it after the
Please.
interview. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's on my computer.
You got it all saved up.
I've
there.
got it all.
So anyway, serviceanimalmusic.com.
Yeah, you know it now, right?
Yeah.
You got it memorized? Burned in there?
Yeah.
And it is a really easy website to navigate. It has like all the little click-ons on the top for Twitter and Facebook
Making
and
it easy
Reverb
is where
It's
it's
Nation,
at.
websites for dummies.
YouTube.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hard to mess that one up.
Yeah. It's very
No,
simple.
it's a beautiful website.
It is.
I want
It
you
was.
to know that on record.
I had
Yeah.
nothing to do with it. It was so ReverbNation.com is the best thing bands could ever have gotten because they really make it easy for bands to do stuff that before took a lot of money. And so literally
Yeah.
it was a couple clicks, but I would make it look like it was really
Tell
complicated.
Andrew you took a lot.
That's
And
right.
it's
Dude,
pretty.
well, I have like 45 hours in
Yeah.
Yeah.
paid for by
He learned
by
JavaScript.
employer.
And
That's
all this
right.
other stuff.
Shaking my head, no. Yeah, but it's fun. It helps. I mean, it literally has helped us. Just the presence online. I mean, it's running an internet station. Everywhere you can be just brings in people one at a time.
Oh, yeah.
And that's what it's done.
Well, so much of our networking is
Yeah.
Yeah.
because
People,
of that.
a lot of people don't want to check out a band. They want to see, are these guys professional? Do they have a website,
Yeah.
EPK? Have they played gigs? And all you have online is what they're going to think
Yeah,
about you.
and at the very minimum, you have to look like you were already signed in
Yeah,
rock
that's how you
stars.
present
It's
yourself.
it's perception.
Yeah.
So that's why I did it
Yeah.
because now everybody thinks we're awesome.
We're grateful. We are awesome.
We're totally awesome.
We're awesome.
So awesome
Our moms
with
like
our
us.
website. What is it?
And people can go on there and see your upcoming shows. You actually have shows.
Yep.
The shows tab.
We do that every
We also play music.
We
Yes.
do.
Yeah.
That's what's important. We do. We have
It's Diablo
a couple
3
shows
It's-
coming up.
Well, yeah, no, it's the 28th of this month at the Skylark in West Seattle, which is a cool little venue, very intimate. It's also my fiance's birthday party, so it's going to be a mega bash. We got people coming in from out of town.
Is there cake?
There's cake.
There might be cake.
Bring cake.
Cake or death?
Let's see, and then we got one I'm really excited about is the Sunset Tavern in Ballard, which is on a Wednesday in March the 20th. So March 20th, and that's around, 8:30?
That's a Wednesday?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wednesday.
we're that far.
Oh,
into
you're right.
it.
No, it is a Wednesday.
We're into this game hardcore. We're playing.
Yeah.
No,
Wednesday.
okay, so
Totally.
the one on the 28th, that's a Thursday.
Yeah.
Okay, I got this.
And then let's see what else. If you really want to make it out to Ellensburg, Washington, we got the Prosody Cafe.
I'm very excited about
This
this
will be
day.
a good gig.
This is going to be an all-age venue in Central Washington University, and if you know anything about here is different, but there's nothing to fracking do out in Ellensburg, and they love music, and we're hoping to have 500 screaming underage people,
I'm sure you
which is a
will.
little inappropriate, but I'm married and I'm okay.
Watch your mouth.
Nothing compares to May 10th, though, at the Lord,
This is the
Lord
one.
of the
Oh,
Rings.
snap.
Yes.
The Mirkwood.
We're doing the Lord of the Rings themed Mirkwood and Shire Cafe in Arlington,
In
Washington
Arlington.
on May 10th.
It's going to be a blast.
They told me about this venue,
Yeah.
and the Mirkwood and Shire Cafe, that's
Yeah.
what it's called. And I was like, we have to play there.
They have a tattoo studio, Mordor tattoo.
Mordor tattoo.
They have Rivendell hair salon
Yeah.
right next to it. Yeah,
I didn't even know they had anything
you should
like
go.
that.
You should go. If you're going to go to a gig, go to that one.
Well, it's like an old church
Yeah,
building,
it's-
right?
it
And they
looks like-
converted it into all these different
It's like a
businesses and-
mission style church,
Yeah.
like an old Alamo style church. It's kind of
Yeah,
crazy.
yeah.
It
Which is
looks
totally
really
cool.
weird. Yeah. The first time I went up there, I said to the person I was riding the car with, "I guarantee you they're going to be playing Rush when we walk in the door," and they were. So
Yeah,
it's everything you could hope for.
it's going to be so awesome.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to dress like a dwarf.
Great.
Yeah,
I'm
but I
growing
have
my
to
beard
go.
out for
That
it.
sounds- I'm dork, too.
Of course we push Seattle shows for local, but our big thing is that we this time around, we want to play gigs that are actually kind of fun instead of just doing the routine and stuff like that. Going to Central Washington, the Mirkwood. I mean, we'll probably end up playing there. Dude, it's gonna be awesome. I'm growing my beard out. I will probably have chainmail on playing.
We just learned Taking the Hobbits to Isengard. Can we play that?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Let's do that.
That's right.
That's a great
idea.
What is it? Was that May 10th? Is what you said that
Yes,
was? Okay.
correct. And then we're booking some more, but I don't think those are finalized yet.
There's some, the networking thing is paying off. There's some band from Boise that wants to play here, so we're connecting with them.
Probably another high dive show. And then we got the hard rock thing, which is TBD on the date. We'll be posting that all over the place once it's confirmed. It'll be sometime in March or early April.
I will find you on Facebook and make you my friend, and then you will see Service Animal posts like every 15 minutes because I'm obnoxious.
I would love it.
Okay.
I'm so glad you guys are friends now.
We are. We'll be BFFs.
Yes, and Twitter BFFs.
I love Twitter. Okay.
I've never used Twitter.
You don't have to.
I don't understand.
You gotta get with it, man. Twitter's the new.
We have a
I'm
Twitter.
so antiquated. I have no idea.
You're an artist.
144 characters, and it's like, how is this different than my Facebook status update?
Oh, you'll find out.
Yeah. When you start reading yours, do you have good tweets?
Everything we do on Facebook gets tweeted, so we don't have to worry about it.
That is nice.
It's linked. Yeah,
it is linked. But we've gotten quite a few followers from that because people love to follow other people and be followed. So Twitter's awesome.
Yeah.
I will admit, I just recently learned how to do it because I'm old. And
there's a lot that goes into it. When you first start.
It's a commitment.
Yeah. You have to learn how to, use the apps and like the
hashtag. What the hell am I doing?
Yeah, hashtags and.
I have a vague concept of that part.
All right.
Vague concept.
Well, get on it because I'm tired of this social media crap, and you need to do it.
It's my job now?
No.
Oh, we're gonna fail. We're crash and burn.
That's right. We had 1,100 fans, and now we have 14. My whole family quit because I'm a jerk off. I was gonna say asshole, but I probably shouldn't.
much. But take it anyway. As we move along, as we move along, life brings you love, and it runs away. As we move along, as we move along, as we move along.
You've been in music a long time. You guys, have this band. You guys have done a lot of stuff. You guys are making music. How do you balance your music with your other obligations like family and work? And
That's so impossible. Yeah.
He laughs maniacally over there.
The only way I'm making it work right now is that my fiance is doing so much homework that she's got her own thing to do while I can go downstairs and record for 10 hours at a time.
Mm-hmm.
It's difficult. You gotta set on your schedule, and a lot of people, go home and they have a free slate to do whatever they want every day. But you got to carve out practice time and arrange your work schedules. And I think it's just like a labor of love. If you love to do it, you just set aside the time and make it happen. But it can be tough.
Mm-hmm.
I think the one thing that we have in our favor is we've all played for so long that we don't need to take a lot of time to practice, and we already have a lot of the gear. So that's, money-wise, it helps a lot. And we record in our own studio, which really helps.
Yeah,
Saves
that's
money.
nice.
Yeah.
we figured out best practices.
Yes.
We employ them. So
Yeah, I mean, because if you're starting out, you can be putting 10 hours every weekend into a studio that you're paying $400, $500 a month for, and that can
Yeah.
get hard for budgeting and commuting and everything. So,
Andrew has a really nice setup.
yeah, it's taken a while, but yes,
No, it's great.
it's getting there.
We
Well,
get
that's
the sound
nice.
out of it.
we have jobs, so it helps to pay into that. So that's part
Yeah,
of it.
Keith and I are corporate whores.
We are corporate
And then he's actually a music teacher, and then Jordan is a driving instructor,
Yeah.
right actually down the street here.
Really?
Yes.
Various levels.
Oh,
of
it's in this
monitoring.
area.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that.
hmm
Oh, nice.
Nice.
But we make it work.
We do.
Do you have anything to add? How to balance music with work,
It
relationships?
for my situation, like, cause I'm married with kids, and you kind of have to evaluate how serious you are about it, and it does become a job. I'm getting all serious. It becomes a job. And, I mean,
it's just a job that we enjoy.
I figured out a long time ago that if I'm not beating stuff with sticks, I get really angry. And so my wife said, "You need to be in a goddamn band." And so you find it. You treat it like another job. I mean, if you're gonna making music and to do music successfully, you have to be a little bit aggressive with the scene and just staying on top of it. And so even if you never play out, in order to get a song done, you have to schedule that time. You have to treat it like a job without it becoming a job. And so that means picking days and picking hours, and it can get tough. You just have to make that choice that how much do I love this? How much does this mean to me? And so if you're in it to be a rock star, it's going to become a pain in the ass really quick, and you'll probably quit.
Yeah.
All of us have been playing music since we were born, and so it really
I can't imagine doing anything else
Yeah.
at this point.
so you make the time. I mean, it's just like anything that you love. I mean, whether it be school or working out or stalking people on Facebook.
Andrew,
I love you, Lisa. Yeah, you just find time to do it properly, and that's what we do.
I feel pretty lucky, because I get to teach music, so I get to think about it just every day. There's not really a divide for me. I don't really have to carve out time. I feel like I just get to come and hang out with you guys, and it's fun.
It's awesome.
It's really fun. Come eat group hug.
He's
Yeah.
the music master. He's the one that
The
knows.
key is to cook delicious dinners. So when the guys come over, they're super stoked. Like,
Seriously.
oh yeah, I get food.
I took all
smells
four
really
of you.
good.
They made Jordan and his girlfriend made this Cuban pulled pork sandwich that I
that
still
was good.
can taste in my mouth. And
It makes paseos look like a bunch of schmucks.
I took a picture of it, and I love it.
With the jalapenos with the grilled onions.
Yeah.
I love
yeah.
jalapenos.
So that's a big.
Yeah.
That was tasty, man. Can you make that again for us?
Yeah, sure.
Why did you make it and bring it today?
I
I'm
know, you could have shared with
disappointed in
me.
Because we were going on a nice romantic walk today.
She needed a sandwich, man, and you didn't bring it.
We blew it.
Now I'm going to be craving that.
Delete.
Well, there's paseos.
You're just going to taco truck it up when you
Me
get
and Lisa are
home, you know?
BFFs now, so I'll take care of it.
Yes, we are. So what would be one thing, or I guess not one thing, what would be something that you would advise a band that's just starting out?
Figure out what your goals are. Really orient towards that. If you want to play shows, you're going to have to get a place to rehearse a lot. If you're not interested in playing shows, it's probably a lot more chill.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to have to figure out how to budget your gear, where you're going to practice. Once you get all those logistics figured out, then just don't really put pressure on yourself to write music that's going to be popular.
Yeah.
Just make it so it's easy and convenient for you, and then just try to have fun and
Yeah, it's gotta be
realize.
fun.
Yeah, realize that there's nothing you can do really to force it. So just try to get the logistics nailed down, and then just have fun. But don't try to go into it thinking, well, I've got all this gear and we've got a practice space, and we better be making $500 a month. To pay for all this.
Yeah.
That's not going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, just be realistic about the costs, and then from there on, just have as much fun and try to do as best you can. Leverage the internet.
That's the fun part. Is the
Yeah.
biggest thing. I can't tell you how many bands I've been in where you had talent up the wazoo and good guys and gals where the focus became trying to make it, or trying to write a single, or trying to get popular, or trying to get laid, or whatever you're doing.
A lot of dreams there.
Yeah, and it takes away from the fact that the reason you're doing this to begin with is because you're a musician, you're an artist. And that's, I think, why Service Animals become musically successful. I don't mean like fan-wise or money-wise, but musically successful so quickly is because we all don't give a shit. We get in that studio and we are having fun. Oh my God, I've had so much fun in this band in the year that we've been doing it compared to the past 20.
Yeah.
This is the best it's ever been.
It is, and it better get better because then I'll have to quit.
Yeah, and if you're not stressing about money, or you're putting too much pressure on yourself, it will be fun. You'll last a while, because most bands are just going to hit the wall where you realize, we didn't get 1,000 people at our show, or our song didn't get picked up by a radio station, and it's just not the right attitude. You just got to plow ahead.
The business side is brutal.
Yeah, it's
and
a
in that,
disaster.
and now there's in the past 20 years, I mean, it's quadrupled in the amount of talented bands that exist, as opposed to bands that are just horrible. They're actually good ones. So to compete on a financial level, it's dumb. But the thing about the money is that if you start off with cheap gear and just the ability to write, one of the things that I've noticed is as you get better, there's a certain level that you need to get to enjoy and utilize that expensive gear. Mm-hmm. I mean, the better you are, the money will come eventually, in the sense that you don't need expensive gear to play music. You don't. And you need to focus on being as good as you can be. And if you keep on doing it over a period of time, you'll find the money to buy better gear.
Yeah.
Get small gear. That's
you'll find money
you have to carry it around.
Yeah.
I've seen so many people that get Marshall stacks as soon as they can afford one.
No.
Terrible idea. Terrible idea. I've done it before.
Yeah.
We'll make fun of you if you do that, really.
I played on a crappy $200 Yamaha kit for 6 years, just beating the crap out of it, and I got pretty good at it. And I didn't spend more than, well, now my kit's expensive, but I didn't spend any money on drums until I was in my upper 20s.
Yeah.
So yeah, play music, play to have fun and enjoy it, because you'll be better if you do that.
And if you think about home recording, start super, super simple, because you have to learn a lot about home recording before it's worth it to buy anything that costs money.
And also leather jackets.
Yes.
That helps. And the tights, the pants.
Right.
Do lots of drugs.
Yes, I was going to say a cock ring and Coke in your pocket is
Sequence.
probably the most important thing, and I probably shouldn't say you can
Backflips on stage.
Yeah.
Fire breathing. That's always a good one.
learn to spin your sticks.
Yeah.
Everybody
Yeah.
loves that.
Yeah,
when I
spin
spin
the
that
stick when you
stick,
play.
when I toss that and stick it in the wall at the high dive, they love that shit. They're like, yeah, do that
I've
again.
never
You stuck
seen
it in the
that.
wall?
I did it once, and the guy was like,
Oh. Why is that in my back?
don't do that again. Like, Like the
like when
pencil.
you're in
Remember in high
class
school?
in high school and you
I
get
just
pencil.
bump it up to the next level. It's
Nice.
like, you like your lights? So do I. Pop. That's probably why we can't get a gig there again, because
Yeah.
they broke the lights. That's fine.
Nice.
It wasn't as bad as Finland Ghost, where we actually got real blood on their stage.
Oh,
Really?
wait, okay.
We have a side project that's a black metal band that he's about to talk about.
Yeah, our old guitarist in my previous metal band that we're kind of reactivating right now was a phlebotomist. So he grew blood for a living.
That's what it is?
Yes.
That's the word for that?
Yes, and he had a surprise for our show down in Studio 7 about 5 years ago, which is that he had drawn a large quantity of his own blood and purified it with some sort of iodine compound, so he claimed that it didn't have, hepatitis or whatever
my
stuff that I'm
gosh.
sure he had.
Herpes.
And he used it as stage blood. And after
Well,
the
it's
show,
not stage blood.
after the
It's
show, the
blood
guys
blood.
from the venue who are like these big metalheads coming in like, God, you guys got all the stage blood. They're like, oh my God, that's real blood. This is horrible. And they ran off the stage. And we're like, that's right. Thank you very much.
It doesn't get
That's
more
a
metal
little
than that.
morbid.
And we're going to do it again. Well, he is. I wasn't there.
At least it wasn't like an Iggy Pop, like, kind of carving your own chest up sort of thing.
Yeah.
Just kind of poured it on yourselves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was gross.
I mean, that's like Ozzy Osbourne.
Yeah,
but
it was
you know,
gnarly.
that type stuff.
I
Yeah.
definitely don't recommend doing that for young bands getting started.
Yeah.
Because you'll get
Stick to-
hepatitis.
No, wait
Yeah,
till
that
your
seems
third
a
show
little-
before you do that one.
Stick to crucified naked people. That'll be fine, but no blood.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would be a little freaked
Goat's
out.
head's fine.
Go
blood,
ahead. Yeah, on the stick, right?
Yeah.
Bloodborne
That's
pathogens
definitely
is an
acceptable.
important thing to know about.
All ages shows, it works great.
And the venues really love that too. I mean, they do.
They like cleaning it up.
Yeah.
They're fine if the animal's already dead. It's when they're not dead is when they
And
start
then they
to
take
get
it in the
pissed.
kitchen, they carve it up.
Well, I mean, I don't know what the problem is because it's just an animal. I'm just
Right?
kidding.
It's not a service animal.
Yeah, that's true.
It's
We
not
only
service
care
animal.
about service animals.
Whatever. We're not that morbid. Yet.
That's the next album.
PETA. I love
We're going to have a
PETA.
black metal album?
Well, you
I
heard
want
that
it.
stuff. We
I
played it.
want
Andrew is a prolific songwriter, by the way.
Okay.
He currently has at least 45
Thousand.
folders with 5 songs
45,000.
apiece.
Yeah.
He has a lot of
That's
music.
all that's on your hard
And
drive.
we literally, it's ridiculous.
It makes it easy for us. There's
Oh, yeah.
always something we can work on.
That's
Pull up
nice.
one of those and tear them apart.
I just bought really good gear and actually write songs for itself. So I just go down there and plug it all in, and all of a sudden all these tunes come out. So that's I never told you that.
It's magic.
Notes
Oh,
happen.
little fairy dust.
It's right.
You said it's how things stand, but that's the wrong way. I'm just crumpled trash left in your driveway. You're taking aim at me, but it looks like you're just shooting holes in the sky. I will come back, I will come back. Don't get subliminal. Wanna look back, gotta look back. This isn't criminal. Your silver soul in my head. Don't spin it out. Don't spin it out. Got your silver soul in my head. Don't spin it out. Don't spin it out.
Well, you guys, we're kind of coming to a close, and I wanted to ask one more question.
We'll allow it.
Okay, thank you. What is one thing that people would be shocked to hear about the members of Service Animal?
Probably about Jordan.
He's snowshoeing.
Snowshoeing. Right.
What's shocking? Are we going to roundtable this?
Boring people.
Why don't you go first? I'll talk about...
Yeah, why don't you go
Yeah,
first?
go
I got
first.
nothing. I have nothing. What's shocking? No, I'm so boring. I really
There has
am.
to be one thing.
I
Jess.
read books and I play music. That's about all I do.
Is your girlfriend a dominatrix?
Yes.
See?
There
Yes,
you go.
that's it. No, she's not. She would
Okay.
kill me if I said that.
All right. Or admitted it.
Yeah. Or admitted it, yeah. I'll just keep it ambiguous here. You don't know.
Do you have anything shocking? I mean, I do, but I don't know if I...
I'm actually a lot cooler than I sound on radio.
Well, hopefully we all are. You didn't use your dog voice.
My what? I don't know if it'll... I'm kind of fat in the cheeks right now. I used to do lots of cocaine in the 80s. It's not coming out... It's not coming out very well because I'm fat and
I told you had to do that at some point in the interview.
I will. I can't remember the dog's name. I'm going to remember after.
the little
It's a
blue
cartoon dog. And
dog.
oh no!
I was gonna look it up.
I got herpes.
That was my favorite episode.
It was. I
That was
don't.
the one they were trying to go for the Emmy, and then Jesse got addicted to the caffeine pills. Right?
I don't. Shocking. I mean, I think. I don't know if it's not even cool anymore. Drugs in the 90s is about as shocking as I can get. But who
Boring.
hasn't does that? Who
Boring.
hasn't done
Drugs when I get home.
Yeah, okay.
that? We live in
That's how you
Washington.
write so many songs.
We
Exactly.
live in Washington where there's gay weed and we're awesome. So there's nothing shocking.
Yeah, that's the number one advice if you're in a band. Seattle, gay weed.
Gay weed. We
different
legalize
than
everything cool.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
and
Shocking.
you can drink on stage now too.
Shocking.
Yeah, I know
There's
that.
nothing shocking.
Shows,
I mean,
yeah.
we are boring, I guess.
We're shockingly.
What have you
boring.
done? You went to an Ivy League school. You had to have done something to those. What do you call them? Pledges.
Oh yeah, I was in a fraternity, which
you
is
selling
There we
like
go.
the most anti-indie rock thing ever, and I'm proud of it.
Nice.
Yeah.
What did you do?
I hazed the shit out
Yeah,
of
you
myself.
told
What did
me a
do?
story. You
make
should tell me a
walk on
story.
glass
Yeah,
or
actually,
something?
we were playing beer pong last night, Dartmouth-style beer pong. And
You still play beer pong?
with Jordan? Yeah.
Did he win?
No, we crushed them.
That's
It was
right, yeah.
awesome. We actually, Amber and I coordinated our outfits, and it was just total humiliation. We do excessive celebrations.
You had a uniform.
Yeah, that's
you
what
guys
I-
were very serious about your beer pong.
That's what we were spending $30,000 a year on out there. Those beer pong. So
Wow. Yeah. That's a career with that.
Yeah.
That's shocking.
That is
Yeah.
shocking.
totally
Yeah.
shocking.
I'm shocked.
I'm an educated corporate whore that plays music.
And beer pong with
And beer pong.
uniforms.
Professional
That's
beer
perfect.
Professional beer
Yeah,
pong.
that's a little shocking.
I can't think of anything shocking. People used to think I looked like Trent Reznor.
I don't
That's
see
that's
it.
shocking that people used to think.
Yeah, I used to have long black hair and I was 140 pounds on meth all the time, and I used to get, "Are you Trent Reznor?"
I look
Yes, I
look
am.
exactly like James.
Head like a hole. That
nice.
sounds just like him.
That was it.
Yeah.
Well, you do really good impressions. As soon as you made that impression, it sounds so familiar.
Is that
But
a
I can't-
cartoon dog?
I can't think of
I
it.
can't remember my own name. I don't
I
know.
can't. It's gonna bug me.
It's I don't want to say Snoopy. We got a
it's
goddamn
not
smartphone. I
Snoopy.
should be looking at it. It's
We all know
Sloopy or Snopey or it's
Snooki?
Slutty.
Snooki. Oh, it was Snooki.
No,
That's it.
hold on.
Snooki.
We'll look it up and I'll text you.
Okay, you
I'll
have
Twitter
to.
you, Lisa,
Yes.
my new BFF.
You don't do any voices, do you, Andrew?
No, none at all.
we were planning on we're going to be funny here, and then we haven't been that
We
funny.
haven't done that.
We haven't been funny.
We failed.
We don't
Like-
much like the humor around here. Especially this one.
All right, you guys know I really have to close the interview.
Okay.
Unfortunately, I
Calm
love
down.
talking with you guys.
We'll do this as much as you want. We'll
Yes.
come back every other week.
I would
He's
love
like,
that.
well, I had a 2-hour interview scheduled, but you're obviously crazy as shit, so I'm gonna get out of here. It's cool. It doesn't offend us.
We locked the
yourself.
door, so
Save
6
yourself.
hours
It's
later.
fine. My car's about to get towed anyway.
That's
so I
right.
gotta leave.
That's a good excuse.
It is.
Nice. Nice.
Yeah, I don't. Oh, bad date for a bad date. I would use that. Yeah, that'd be good.
Save it.
Car, bye.
Yeah. Well, I just want to make sure, again, not only can people listen to your music, follow you guys on Twitter and Facebook, people can also book you guys for weddings.
We can do whatever. We'll do whatever they want.
And that's on your
Bar
website
mitzvahs?
also.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
Oh,
I was.
they didn't know that.
Sweet 16.
Bar mitzvahs.
Quinceañera?
We'll play your weddings.
I was just in my living room.
Yeah.
Yes. Right.
Yeah, we have all of our pages, the YouTubes, the Facebooks, the Twitters, all of our videos that we have up, all the Bandcamp streaming tracks. Anywhere you go to do media, you'll be able to find from SurSanoMusic.com. And it's awesome.
Perfect.
I
Well,
think it is.
yeah. Well, yeah, I love
I know it
CD.
is.
Thank you. Thank you.
So you guys have to check out their website, listen to their music, and go to their shows.
Yay.
We like it.
Yeah. And we are going to end with Slow Release of Nothing.
That's it. You got it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And I hope you guys enjoyed the show.
Thank you very much.
Thanks for having us.
yourself into the ground. Raise the flag and cross your arms. Don't try anything.
We're Service Animal, and we love Lisa. You can watch her do amazing things. Wait, radio. You can listen to her do amazing things on Seattle Wave Radio. Catch the wink wave. No, I don't know.
No.
I'm going to leave that on there.
We failed at that one. Failed.
My mind is blown right now.
Yeah,
I can go off.
Nothing? You have nothing?
Do it. You do it.
You should be
Okay,
on
which one
radio.
am I looking at? And do the top
It
one?
costs money. I'll work for you. I'll be your assistant. Hi, this is Lisa's bitch, and you're listening to Seattle Wave Radio. Catch the wave.
That's
Sound
right.
effects as well.
We do. Waka waka.
Stick around for more great music, artist interviews, and exclusive content on Seattle Night Out Wave Radio. Your town, your music, your radio.